My name is John, and yesterday was supposed to be my wedding day. I'm a straightforward guy. I own a small business fixing up vintage cars in a small town in Ohio. I love working with my hands, metal, leather, engines. If something's broken, you fix it. If it's bent, you straighten it. I thought relationships worked the same way. You talk, you solve problems, you move forward together. I was with my fiancée, Sarah, for 3 years. We were a team. We split bills, made decisions together, and argued sometimes, but always found a way to fix things. I thought we had a solid foundation. I was wrong. Sarah's ex, Chris, was always in the background. A text here, a comment on her Instagram there. She swore it was nothing, just old friends with history. I trusted her because trust is everything to me. That was my mistake. The night before our wedding, we followed tradition and stayed apart. She went out with her bridesmaids. I stayed home with my best man, my brother Tom. I wasn't nervous, just excited. But at 2 a.m., I got a text from Lisa, one of Sarah's bridesmaids married to a buddy of mine. It read, "I'm so sorry, John, I can't do this, I'm going home. Check Sarah's sister's Instagram post." My heart sank. I opened Instagram. Sarah's sister, her maid of honor, posted a photo of them doing shots at a bar in town, captioned, "Last night of freedom for my sis." The location tag was a dive bar 2 blocks from Chris's apartment. I tried to tell myself it was nothing, but I couldn't shake the feeling. I grabbed my keys and drove to Chris's place. There it was, Sarah's car parked right outside his building. The scratch on her bumper from hitting a pole last year was clear under the streetlights. I didn't get out or call her. I just sat in my truck for an hour, engine off, silence screaming in my ears. It was like finding rust on a car I'd spent years restoring, disappointing, but clear what needed to be done. I drove home, didn't sleep, and made a plan. The wedding was still on, but it wasn't going to be what Sarah expected. Sarah got home at 7 a.m., humming, acting happy. "Big day, babe," she said, kissing my cheek. I let her grab her coffee and sit down. Then I set my phone on the kitchen table, open to a photo I'd taken of her car outside Chris's place. Her smile faded. "What's this?" she asked. "Your car," I said, voice calm. Outside Chris's apartment at 3:30 a.m., she stumbled through lies, said a friend borrowed her car, that she was at a hotel with her bridesmaids. But her story fell apart fast. Finally, she dropped the act, crossed her arms, and glared at me. "Fine, I saw him, we talked, it was just a goodbye, no big deal." "All night?" I asked. She smirked, cold and smug. "We're not married yet, John, it's not cheating, just forget it. W-E-T-V-E Tamil, Tamainu system. V got a wedding to get to." That smirk sealed it. It wasn't just her betrayal, it was her arrogance, her belief I'd just let it go. I stood up. "You're right," I said. "Let's not be late." She thought she'd won, that I'd swallow her disrespect and walk down the aisle. She was wrong. After Sarah left to get ready, I set my plan in motion. I called the venue and told them to swap the reception's sappy slideshow for a new video I'd send. A surprise for Sarah. The original was a cheesy montage of our 3 years together. The new one started with a photo of her car outside Chris's place, followed by screenshots of texts I'd found by logging into our shared phone account. Those texts weren't friendly. They were months of graphic messages, plans for Sarah to leave me after the wedding, after my name was on the deed to the house my parents gifted us. She wanted my money, my future. I set the text to the same sappy music as the original video. I called my parents next, told them everything. My dad said, "Do what you gotta do, son, we're with you." My mom cried, not for the wedding, but for me. Then I called the bank, froze our joint account, and put a fraud alert on my cards. At the venue, I stood at the altar with Tom by my side. Sarah walked down the aisle, glowing, playing the perfect bride. She squeezed my hand and whispered, "See, it's gonna be perfect." The officiant started talking about love and trust, irony so thick it hurt. When it was time for vows, I raised my hand. "Before we do that," I said loud and clear, "I've got a tribute to my bride." Sarah smiled, thinking it was sweet. I nodded to the coordinator. The screen lit up with the photo of her car, then the texts. "Can't wait to ditch this wedding and be with you. He's clueless. The house is ours once John's gone." The church went dead silent. The music played as texts about her night with Chris and their plan to take my assets scrolled by. Sarah's face went from confused to pale horror. Her mom sobbed, her dad looked sick. The final text, sent an hour before she got home. "It's done, he's a fool, see you soon." The screen went black. I took the mic. "No wedding today. As you can see, the bride has other plans. My family paid for the reception. Stay, eat, drink. It's not a wedding anymore. It's a celebration of truth and dodging a bullet." I turned to Sarah, her smirk gone, her face twisted in shame. "We're not married yet," I said, throwing her words back. "So let's forget it." I dropped the mic, walked out with Tom, and didn't look back. In my rearview mirror, I saw Sarah. The past week feels like years. "Thanks for the support. Your messages mean a lot." The ceremony wasn't chaos, it was a controlled takedown. I spent the morning making that video, picking the worst texts to show her betrayal. At the venue, 200 guests saw it all, friends, family, her parents. Her mom's sobs echoed in the silence. The reception turned into a party, my Independence Day. as Tom called it. H alone in her white dress at the altar. I took the honeymoon trip to Florida with Tom, sun, beaches, no phone. It was what I needed. When I turned my phone back on, messages flooded in. Friends and family supported me. Sarah's family, not so much. Her dad left voicemails threatening to sue for defamation and humiliation. Her sister sent texts calling me a monster, saying Sarah just made a mistake. Sarah's messages started angry, then turned to begging, therapy, cutting out Chris. We can fix this. I didn't reply. My lawyer sent her dad a letter. The texts were true, so no defamation case. Her actions caused their distress, not me. And we billed them $50,000 for wedding costs my family covered, venue, food, band, flowers. The contract said the party at fault pays for cancellations. Sarah sleeping with Chris counts as fault. We also mentioned their fraud plan, her texts plotting to take my assets. The threats stopped cold. Sarah's life imploded. She's a pariah now, quit her job, lost friends. The public proof killed any chance of spinning it. Chris got hit too. His girlfriend dumped him after someone sent her the video. The house, still in my parents' name, never transferred. We're selling it. Sarah has no claim. She tried reaching me through others. Her mom called my mom, who called Sarah a disgrace and hung up. Sarah thought I'd be too weak to act. She was wrong. She didn't just lose me. She lost everything. Life's quieter now. I sold the house and used the money to grow my car business. Fixing old cars feels good, like rebuilding myself. I haven't spoken to Sarah. Word around town says she's unemployed, living with her parents who resent her. The $50,000 threat split their family. She's a local cautionary tale. No one buys her victim story. I ran into Lisa, the bridesmaid who tipped me off at a coffee shop. I thanked her. She said Sarah and her sister laughed that night, thinking I'd never walk away. That confirmed it. My revenge wasn't just exposing her. It was destroying her smug worldview. That smirk she gave me, I crushed it in front of 200 people. I'm dating again, taking it slow. I'm cautious but not bitter. Sarah's actions showed who she was, not who I am. My life's on a new foundation, one I'm building right this time.